Resort hopping is one of the most underrated activities in Disney World.
But it could be because it tends to be a hassle.
This is the AllEars Park Hopping Race!
First person to hit 7 resorts is the winner, but for every different mode of transportation we take here in Disney World is an additional bonus point. The person with the most points at the end is the winner.
Have I made a fatal flaw starting at a remote location, both where the bus stop at Disney Springs is concerned, and physically it's far from a lot of things, but it is on the Skyliner. So the one thing that could ruin our day right now is weather. If there is lightning in the area, the Skyliner does cease to operate. And it could look like a beautiful day like this, and there could be lightning, and I did just get a notification from the lightning app. There is lightning in the area, believe it or not. So if it's too close to where the Skyliner operates, it will not operate, and that'll be bad for us. But we're starting off over at Hourglass Lake, the Skyliner station between Pop Century and Art of Animation, and our starting point will be determined by the bus that gets here first.
I actually think I'm gonna go to Riviera and try and operate in a straight line. I do think Breedlove and I have similar strategies because there's a lot of resorts in the Epcot resort area and they're all tied to different modes of transportation. We're about to get on our first mode of transportation, so that's one extra bonus point, that's a bus. But my goal is to head to Disney's Riviera Resort where we can immediately hop on a Skyliner, take us to the Epcot resort area, and over by the Epcot resort area, they've got friendship boats that can take us to different resorts. And after that, I'm thinking I can actually take a minivan, which is another form of transportation, to the front of Epcot from an Epcot resort, and then take the monorail potentially over to Magic Kingdom, because we have to hit at least 7 resorts. I've just got to make sure that it's all making sense in my head.
I actually think our bus is waiting for us all the way down at 16. In fact, I'm sure of it. If we can make it, Disney's Art of Animation is our first stop. If it leaves without us right now, that's bad. That's bad news.
I see Yacht and Beach Club pulling up right now. I might really want to do Riviera. Oh, I think he's getting on a bus right now. If he's getting on a bus right now, I'm gonna have to, you know what, stick to your strategy. He's getting on a bus right now, that's okay. It could take a little bit for Riviera to show up, but because the bus is not here, because it didn't just pull away, I think we should be okay.
We did it.
I'm panicking. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get on this bus. I'm getting on the bus to Yacht and Beach Club. The fact that Breedlove could potentially have like a 20-minute head start is not sitting well with me, so. Okay, we're on our very first form of transportation. That is 1 bonus point for me. The bus has yet to leave. I have not seen Breedlove's bus move yet either. Buses will typically sit for 5, maybe sometimes even 10 minutes, depending on how crowded everything is, in order to make sure that, you know, people have enough time to get here, since it could be 20 to 30 minutes before the next bus pulls up.
We made it to Art of Animation. This is a classic Disney Animation Studios themed resort with rooms themed after beloved films like The Little Mermaid and The Lion King, and newer franchises that are Pixar, like Cars. The only rooms that are standard in this resort are the Little Mermaid rooms. Everything else is a family suite. We have entered the gift shop. So we are going to exit the gift shop. This is the ink and paint shop. It's a really great store, especially when you consider it's a value resort. And here we are in the middle of the lobby, and this is a requirement. Walk into the lobby and you are officially in that resort. So we've got a point for taking the bus here. Now we're gonna get a point for walking across Hourglass Lake on foot and get a point for travel by foot. We're counting that as a form of transportation today. Walking right over to Pop Century, step into that lobby, get the point for having arrived at our second resort, and then we're jumping on the Skyliner and headed over to the Epcot Resort area.
Okay, we have made it to the yacht club. We are here. All we have to do is touch the lobby, and that will count as 1 point. I am here in the lobby.
All right, here is the bridge formerly known as the Generation Gap Bridge. Now it's the Skyliner station, and we will be getting on that in just a moment. But first, it's time to get nostalgic. Oh, a yo-yo. Probably 75% of you watching this don't know what that is. Isn't that how youth works? You just take over the whole planet. And we're entering the grounds of Pop Century in the 1960s section, which is the only section I ever memorized because I always specially requested to be in the 60s section on the first floor to make it easier on my mom, who has mobility issues, to get to the lobby and get to the bus. And they were always very accommodating, which is wonderful. They accommodate those special requests when they can, especially if you explain the situation, and they were always very, very happy to help.
All right, we've officially made it to the Yacht Club Resort. The Yacht and Beach Club Resort have, while they're kind of connected, they have different vibes. And it's right there in the names. The Yacht Club has a little more of a high-end, a little distinguished vibe. You know, you walk in, there's, you know, you walk in the lobby, you look to the left, there's that beautiful like mahogany bar area. But the Beach Club, as you can see, while they still both have access to the same pool, this has more of like a, it's got more of like a laid-back, beachy feel.
Walking into the lobby. This is how we do it. Second form of transportation, feet. Second resort, lobby. Points, points, points. It feels amazing in here. There's everything Pop, which is both their gift shop and also their quick service restaurant.
Okay, I'm now using my 1 walking path bonus point because technically a mode of transportation are these free walking paths that get us to point A to point B, or resort A to resort B. And I'm using another bonus point for me. Bling. But I am walking to the Swan and Dolphin. Right now I am on the Dolphin side. So this is my 1 walking path bonus point. But the Swan and Dolphin is actually not really owned by Disney, but it is in fact on Disney property, making it count for the purposes of this rides race. But what's great about Swan and Dolphin is because of the partnership with Disney, you actually get a lot of the perks, not all of them, but a lot of the perks that you do by staying at Swan and Dolphin versus a Disney resort.
All right, moving on. I was able to obtain a free cup of ice water pretty fast. And now we are on our way back to the Hourglass Lake Skyliner station. In terms of price and theming and convenience, Pop Century kind of has it all. And this is the one I certainly would recommend most out of all of the value resorts. Tends to be a consensus among AllEars and Disney Food Blog team members. So we all kind of agree this place is awesome. The rooms are relatively newly refurbished at this point. It's been probably 5 or 6 years, but I hear they hold up, which is great. No more carpet and that cool Murphy bed situation. Certainly the 2 of these resorts, Art of Animation and Pop Century, got a huge upgrade in 2019 when the Skyliner opened. Speaking of Skyliner, let's hop on it now.
All right, I've officially made it to the Dolphin side of the Swan and Dolphin Resort. This is the lobby.
You've got to be kidding me. It just stopped and we're not even out of the station yet. Sage!
Here at AllEars, we're actually big fans of the Swan and Dolphin just because the rooms are pretty good at affordable prices. You get a lot of the perks like the water taxis, walking distance to Epcot, so great. As far as, you know, in-room vibes, it all still feels very much like a resort. There's nothing really Disney attached to it other than the fact you're in walking distance from Epcot. Another reason that I absolutely love Swan and Dolphin is because during Food and Wine, they actually have the Food and Wine Classic, where you can buy a separate ticket, and just this entire area is just filled with like a bunch of food that you can grab at Food and Wine, as well as this whole stage. I mean, this whole area turns into a stage. They turn off the water, they make it a stage. It's a lot of fun. There are bands everywhere, there's live music everywhere, especially during the Halloween time. Sometimes they'll do like thriller flash mobs and things like that. It's a lot of fun. Now we're gonna take a boat. We're gonna take a boat over to the boardwalk.
Okay.
The doors automatically open.
We are about
When
to land
cabin, please supervise
at
children,
the
collect your
Caribbean Beach
belongings,
Resort
and watch your step.
Skyliner
Thank you for
Station,
flying with us.
the hub. We're going to transfer to the Epcot line, but we're actually going to hop off at Riviera and then get back on to count Riviera as one of our resorts we visited. I would stop at Caribbean Beach Resort, but the lobby is a little further away than we want to go right now. I hope I don't regret that later, because it might be closer than doing something else later, but I gotta just keep us moving. She just said, did you know you look like a lifeguard today? Thank you, she just gave me a Skyliner sticker. That is so nice, I love it. Yeah, she just told me that I look, she said, did you know you look like a Disney lifeguard? And I went, what am I wearing? I do, and you know what? I'm proud. I would be proud to be a Disney lifeguard, although I don't know how good I would be at saving people from the water. I'm a pretty good swimmer. I just don't know about my core strength at the moment. We might want to wait until I
Welcome aboard,
work out
Islanders. You
for a
are
couple
on the
months.
Disney Skyliner
But
and
I'll take
Disney's
it.
Caribbean
It would be a
Beach
cool
Resort.
Halloween costume.
We're
Maybe
flying
this is what I'm going to be
Disney's
for
Riviera
Halloween.
Resort.
The Caribbean Beach Resort is looking great today. Look at those people having a great time at a really amazing feature pool.
Getting off the boat and heading to one of my favorite resorts, not because of any other reason other than I just really like the boardwalk. I like to think of the boardwalk as like the Epcot after party. Now typically Epcot closes at 9, but at the end of the night you could always come here and grab a final drink at Abracadabra, or maybe have a nice meal at Flying Fish. If Atlanta Dance Hall is open, potentially, you know, do a little dance, make a little love, get down the night.
Way up there is Topolino's Terrace. That's where you can have that amazing character breakfast where Mickey and Donald and Daisy and Minnie are all dressed as European art students. And it's a delicious breakfast. It's a beautiful, luxurious environment. And it's a really fun, but also classy character dining experience, which aren't always words that go together. We are in the lobby, which means we've been to another resort. Welcome to Riviera, and see you later, Riviera. Au revoir.
Okay, and we have made it into the lobby. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna make the unfortunate trek all the way over to the Skyliner. We're gonna take the Skyliner over to the Riviera. Then I think we're actually at that point gonna get in a minivan and see if we can have a minivan take us to the front of Epcot, which at that point we're going to get on a monorail to go do some of the Magic Kingdom resorts. Now, there's a definite risk to that because I am aiming for bonus points, which means there's a world that Breedlove could finish this race before I do. But if I have enough bonus points and show even more different forms of transportation, there might be a world where I come out on top just a little bit.
We're actually gonna go to Hollywood Studios. I'm switching it up here. We're gonna go to Hollywood Studios and take a boat and get off the first stop, which I believe is Swan Dolphin, but if I'm wrong, it won't matter, because we'll get off wherever it is, whatever resort it is.
What am I thinking? After I get off the Riviera, I'm gonna take a minivan right to the front of Magic Kingdom, which is definitely something you can do. And then from that point, I'll just get on the Magic Kingdom monorail and just do some resorts around there, right? That makes sense.
What I hope we've achieved by taking a Skyliner to Hollywood Studios only to take a boat is the fact that the walk from the Skyliner station to the boat dock is much shorter than pretty much any other option. And I think for whatever reason, my sense is that the picking up at a park and dropping off at the first resort is going to be faster than waiting for people to load and unload from resorts. Oh my gosh, I can actually see a boat arriving right now. I wonder if we can make it. Oh my gosh. We're gonna walk really bright. Okay, people are still in line. People are waiting. We've got to make that boat. Or we gotta wait a long time. Oh my gosh, they're boarding. I'm speed walking. Ooh. It feels funny. Oh, yes. We did it!
We made it to the Riviera. Just gotta get to the lobby, and while we walk, I'm gonna start looking at ordering a lift to Magic Kingdom.
So the Dolphin has a really dramatic entrance to the lobby, but it requires you to go up escalators, and I don't want to say that walking in the door is enough to say we're in the lobby. So we're just gonna walk straight into Swan. The Swan, Dolphin, and Swan Reserve are Marriott properties, and that means you can use your Marriott Bonvoy points. They have a lot of conventions here, so there are interesting different kinds of amenities than some of the other locations in Disney World. We get past the Swan Fountain. We will be in the area that I will say is the official lobby. It's the registration area. They always have really beautiful floral displays right here. And hey, and this is the check-in area. See Marriott Bonvoy Elite and Mobile check-in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. They have a Disney store. They have a great coffee shop called Java. But with that, I'm calling it. We've officially visited Swan, Dolphin, Swan Reserve. Let's head to Boardwalk.
Now looking at the list, because I know Breedlove and I are holding each other accountable, he has been to the Riviera, so I think he did it. So yeah, I think he might be going in reverse, which is not great because I think what I'm gonna do is gonna end up taking a little more time, but I'm hoping with my bonus points, maybe I can squeeze out the win, even if he finishes the race before I do.
Wow, I just thought of another revolutionary decision. I think we should get Boardwalk, then go outside, take the bus straight to Magic Kingdom and take the monorail and start going around to those resorts. The Magic Kingdom resort area, all of the monorail resorts. Another form of transportation and plenty of resorts to meet our 7 resort quota. Here we are in the lobby. Welcome to the Boardwalk Inn. And we're out immediately. And we are in luck. Here's the Magic Kingdom bus. I just found out Sage did something that's not against the rules, but I can't believe that he did it. He ordered a minivan. This man is bougie, but he also knows how to live. It's all right. We'll pick up another form of transportation. All right, we've arrived in Magic Kingdom. Oh wow, there's Sage's luxury sedan. It's not a sedan. It's an SUV. All right, one thing about arriving in Magic Kingdom from a resort is that we do have to go through security, which is fine. It just takes a little extra time. But then we'll be free to head right over to the resort monorail. And then we'll head into the Contemporary Resort and not only will we have a new form of transportation with the monorail, we'll have another resort, and then we can take our lift over to the Polynesian Village Resort.
Did it. Minivan connected by lift. The minivan is available until 1 a.m. tonight. So Minivan has a partnership with Lyft, which is a ride-share app. Obviously familiar with Uber, Lyft, it's all basically operates the same way, just different companies. I was just chatting with that wonderful cast member who let me get to some footage of the inside, and I didn't want to obviously be weird. Like, I'm filming in your car. People who drive those cars are full cast members. She's actually been with Minivan since the very beginning. She says she really loves it. It's definitely a more elevated Lyft experience because they have different things that they provide that normal Lyft does not. For example, Minivan can bring you right to the front entrance of Magic Kingdom, and you get to avoid the TTC altogether. They have these really cute screens that play Disney animated shorts or Descendants, different things like that. As a toddler girl dad, they provide car seats, which is a huge win, especially if you're traveling out of state. Trying to figure out what to do with your car seat is always just such a huge pain. It is definitely more of a luxury experience, which you get what you pay for. It is definitely a little pricier. I've never seen a minivan cost under $30, no matter where you're headed. From the Riviera to from the Magic Kingdom, that was about a $43 ride, not including tip.
Peach is in there right now. Peach is in the gate. I think we're gonna miss Peach. The doors are open. I'm not gonna run. That's against the rules. Drat. The little gates just closed and then the doors. Too little, too late. No way.
How?
No way. It comes down to this.
How? That's crazy. I fully thought you went from, you skipped the boardwalk and like.
I did whatever it took.
I fully thought you were in the Epcot Resort area right now.
I was.
How many resorts do you have left?
2.
You have 2?
You have 1.
No. I have 3.
I also don't know how to count, Sage.
You did.
Well, should we sit together on the
I think so.
As my autocorrect always says, my Montreal.
I think we should sit together.
On the road again. Oh, I can't wait to get on the road.
Is this a race anymore?
No. And now I'm just producing Sage in a solo competition where I watch him complete tasks and take.
Are you saying bad things about me?
No, I'm saying this has turned into I'm producing Sage on a one-person competition. That's what I feel like. I'm like, go Sage, you can do it. And then I'm like, wait a minute. This looks about like the lobby, Sage.
The lobby is all the way to the first floor.
Oh, you don't think Grand Canyon Concourse? You don't consider that the lobby? You're talking about reception?
The lobby where you
Okay.
check in.
I appreciate that. I love that. Let's do it. Looks like we made it. Looks like we're here, Sage.
We are in fact here.
We're here.
So which means,
We both got it.
yeah, we're going back up to the monorail.
Yeah. I've got to go to use the restroom.
I don't believe you. What are you about to do?
Here, I got to stretch.
We know.
Oh,
I
my
don't believe you.
hamstrings.
I don't know.
even know what my hamstrings
I don't know
are.
even know what you're up to.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, the only thing I can possibly think of that he's doing is he knows about my minivan because we're pretty sure he saw me pull up, which is a wild experience. We are like how did that even happen? Us being next to each other at the monorail. That's wild. So the only thing I could think of what he's potentially doing is he's gonna take a lift to a different resort to try and get one last bonus point before the race ends because he's one resort away from winning. But if I can get on the monorail, make it to the Poly, that'll be 12. I don't know what number he's at, but I'm hoping maybe his lift or his minivan takes a while. It took 7 minutes for my minivan to get there, so that's a good amount of time.
While Disney doesn't own Lyft, they do have a strong, close partnership with them, which is very visible through their collaboration on minivans, which is what Sage showed. I work on a budget. I am not very bougie. I like to go to Dollar Tree. That's my favorite store in the world, and Aldi. And I love taking a regular Lyft. I take rideshare every day to and from work, and it's how I get around. I'm really appreciative of all the awesome drivers that choose to do this work, and I'm excited to show you a Lyft ride today.
Monorail is finally here. I have no idea where Breedlove is. There's no way he's not already on the lift. Okay, this is the Polynesian lobby. I've officially. Oh no!
I'm just luxuriating in the lobby of the Polynesian.
Good job.
Thank you.
I love that we're ending here at the Polynesian because it feels like a great way to relax after a long day of racing.
I might take a nap out there on the beach.
And I might have a lapu lapu.
Ooh!
Hey, if you're still here, like this video. Also drop this secret phrase so we know you made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe for tips, secrets, tricks, games, races.
Yes.
All week long here on AllEars.net. Why? Because we're serious about fun here.